If we press Advance Day, we will find out who is winning the 2027 Stanley Cup, and it is my Winnipeg Jets. Let's go. Come back to the Calgary Flames franchise mode, and the Winnipeg Jets have won the Stanley Cup. There is your playoff bracket, and if we look at the players' stats, looks like Mark Scheifele, 38 points. The Winnipeg Jets are Stanley Cup champions. The Edmonton Oilers won the Presidents. The Jets beat Washington. Nathan MacKinnon, Cale Makar, looks like the Avs are taking home every single hardware. Mark Scheifele, Conn Smythe. Hopefully you can see that this year. Andrew Brunette, Coach of the Year. Sidney Crosby with a Selkie. Whoa, we actually had an AHL award winner. Who is this? Currens, you're staying on the team no matter what, buddy. There are some big decisions to be answered, but this is a team who built through their goalie, right? Connor Hellebuck, they built through their goalie. Let's take a look at how they did it. They have the superstar defensemen. We have a couple of them. We have guys who can reach this level. We have a great defensive core. Here is where this team differs. They have a 94 overall forward. Maybe Stutzel can get there, I don't know. Then they have a 91, a 90, a 87, a 87, a 86, and they have a young guys coming up. They have a mix of veterans and youth. We are so far away from where the Winnipeg Jets are. So many questions to be answered. Will we be keeping Dustin Wolf? Will we be trading Dustin Wolf? Will we be trading Mackenzie Weegar in this episode, who's our best player, right? Will we be trying to go all in for the playoff push next year? We were so close. Will we be trying to buy out Jonathan Huberdeau, trade Farabee, trade Sarangovic? Will we be trading Stutzel and DeMello for win now talent? Before we do that, make sure you guys get us to 200 subs. We are, 13 subs away now? Come on, boys. We know you guys can do it. But here's the draft lottery, and we are picking at 16. And the Montreal Canadiens are getting Dupont. Nick Wheeler does retire there. Winnipeg Jets legend Tyler Myers, Sam Gagner, the Trevor Lewis, Nate Schmidt, Zach Bogosian. There's way too many Winnipeg Jets legends in there. Take a look at the 16th pick. Who are we kind of looking at? We're looking at Brock Cripps. That would be sick. Aiden Bouchard. So a bunch of defensemen we can look at in there, as well as Jackson Jacobson. Welcome to the 2027 NHL entry draft. The Montreal Canadiens have the first pick, and there is no team that wants to move their pick except for the Minnesota Wild. The Los Angeles Kings have the 3rd overall pick. Dustin Wolf is from California. They really want him. They're basically a goalie away. I don't know, man. Dustin Wolf, he's going to make this team so good. But, I mean, there is elite high prospects available in the draft, and we have Gabriel Deg. So it's either we build this team around Dustin Wolf, who is deserving. Oh my goodness, the opportunity of getting an elite high prospect is so insane. Oh my god, I don't know what to do, bro. This is the craziest trade we're ever gonna make in a video game, bro. If we pull this trade off, I'm gonna see if they do 3 firsts. I don't think they will. I think there's a chance at 2 firsts, but we have to be really quick. I don't know, man. Dustin Wolf, does he really fit our timeline? If we're actually going with the players we want. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Gonna say is our timeline, right? Forward core, we have 25, 24, 19, 18. You know what, though? Oh, this is gonna be so risky. We can get an elite high prospect for Dustin Wolf, and he might not want to re-sign. That's the only thing. We have to wait till January 1st. Risks are going crazy. If we pull this trade off, I don't know what to do. It is rejected. If they don't accept this trade, I don't think it's worth it. I don't know if I want to offer it. Carter George 2 first. Oh my god, I'm offering it. Okay, we could get this trade done. I don't think it's worth it, boys. I don't think it's worth it. Oh my goodness, this was our opportunity to get an elite high forward, a guy who could be a first line player forever. And we hold on to Dustin Wolf. Is that going to be the right move? Only time will tell. Only time will tell, but that means Gabriel Deg can be traded for a lot more. So hopefully we can find a sick trade for Deg. Would we be willing to do a trade like this though? It's the Seattle Kraken. I mean, this guy was a 9th overall pick, Matthias Preston. He's only played 1 year. He improved from last year. He's over a point per game. He's looking kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? He's probably going to be an AHL level player next year. And then Gabriel Dag could be the future goalie of this team. I think I'm willing to do this trade. Is this like a panic sort of move? Maybe. Oh, I don't know if I'm willing to do this trade, bro. You know what? I'll explain everything later. I think I'm willing to pull a trade. They have 4 second-round picks. Just give us the worst one, right? The Seattle Kraken, 6th overall pick for 2 of the top prospects in the NHL. Will they accept? They won't. I'll take out the second. I don't really need the second. This just trades straight up the 6th overall pick for 2 top prospects, and they reject it. Okay, you know what? I'm throwing in more. I want this 6th overall pick. It could be so valuable. We have 3 thirds. Take one of these thirds. Oh my goodness, bro. I think I have another ace up my sleeve, but I'm gonna throw in the best 3rd round pick and see if they're willing to do it. They're not. Okay, so we do have another prospect that probably won't become anything for us, but if he played in a different system, you know, we have 2 big right shot defensemen. Even if we trade Uyghur, I feel like we have so many defensemen that Hunter Brushevich, like if we can get a 6th overall pick, I am willing to do something like this, which may seem absolutely stupid, but it is what it is. Okay, they rejected it. Oh my god, if they don't accept this trade, I'm actually going to be furious. Okay, yeah, there's no point of trading for the 6th overall pick. We gave it our all. Something else. I think Preston doesn't work on this team because he is a sniper. The St. Louis Blues really want Preston. They also want Gridden, who's 2173. You know what? We can replace this guy in free agency. Yoki Haru, it sucks to lose him, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, all these trades are getting cancelled by this draft. Oh my, are you fucking joking me? This series is supposed to be faster paced than most NHL franchise modes, and it's just not, because we're getting all these trades rejected. Again, rejected. Oh my goodness. Is there anything we can throw in? I will throw in this worst 3rd round pick. I know you don't want it. Okay, well this is just stupid, but you know what? We're just gonna trade all of our depth picks, stick on the ice at this point. A 5th round pick, does it get it done? No. We can trade a 6th round pick as well. For some reason they want a 5th and a 6th. Will it get it done? No. Okay, so I know you don't want the 3rd, but is there a way I can offer the 3rd to you? No, and then maybe a 5th as well on top of the 3rd. You have 4 greens, maybe that one works. No, that doesn't work. Kiharu and add the best 3rd? No, okay, we can work with this though. Maybe add the 5th as well. Maybe that's something you like more than Yoki Haru's expiring contract. And then maybe you do want Yoki Haru as well in this package, so maybe that's a deal. Nope, okay. Maybe since we have 3 thirds, we toss in this 2nd round pick. And I mean, you get the 9th overall pick from last year. You get a great prospect. This is probably a lose trade for us. No, they do reject it. Okay, fair enough. Now, do you want this 5th round pick? Is this something you're interested in? Nope. Okay, what if I throw in this 3rd round pick from Colorado, a 2nd, a 3rd, the 9th overall pick, and Gridden to get the 10th overall pick? How hard is this? Oh my god. Okay, we're going to start with Preston and this 3rd for the 9th overall pick. Carolina does want it. Okay, and then we'll throw in Gridden. I think this might actually get done. Gridden, you know, we love Gridden, we love Preston, but, you know, we're trying to go for a bit of a different approach. They don't really fit, you know, our play style, our timeline and stuff. So then we'll throw in our boy Moore in here as well. Okay, that is rejected. And we'll go over here and throw in Thielen and see if that works. And that is rejected. 2 minutes to make this trade. What if we do this? Okay, we throw in the 2nd. Then we go here, we throw in Thielen. And then we go here and we throw in Morin, and then we call it a day. Bang. Oh my god. Maybe we take out Thielen and throw in 2 3rd round picks, the best and the worst. Maybe that one gets it done. Nope. Maybe we throw in that 2nd from Calgary and this middle 3rd from New Jersey. Maybe that gets it done. Nope. Okay. Just gonna assume it's absolutely impossible to trade for these top 10 picks unless you give up some superstar talent, because oh my god, the only other player I think of giving up is this guy. Bruschwitz, maybe he's a bit more valuable to them. Maybe this one goes through. Nope. Okay. There is no way we're trading up. The dumbest person in the world. Why don't I just use pick 16 to move up? You know what I'm saying? All it would cost is Matthias Preston, which actually sucks. But you know what? It's the price you pay. So we're going to take a first and a third from this year's draft. I think I like that. A first and a third for Preston and the 16th. Shout out Matthias Preston. But there's a reason I'm doing this trade. You don't really fit in our team. I think it's better to move on to you while we can. Okay, I don't even need the third. 16th and Preston. We are getting absolutely fleeced here. Oh my god, they're not accepting. Are you joking me? Okay, Skater is black and is matching the block. Henry Okiharu, come on, please. Oh my god, are you actually joking me? There is no way these guys are tickling my pickle like this. Are you actually joking me? 6th round pick, you want it, please. Oh my god, finally. You just saw there is 4 straight minutes of, or maybe even more. I think it was 8 straight minutes. I don't even know how much footage I have of me trying to make a trade. Here's how the draft went. Landon Dupont went to the Canadians. Rocco Pelosi goes to the Utah. Alexis Joseph, the Kings. Oh my god, I'm actually so pissed. That took way too long. Oh my god. Timothy Popoff. Okay, a sniper going to the Bruins. Playmaker Laxo going to the Penguins, the new Crosby. Eli McCamey, a sniper going to Seattle. That's who I originally tried to trade up for. Glad I didn't because he's a sniper. James Scantlebury, a playmaker. Max Penkin, a two-way forward. That would have been nice. And then Jonah Nurenschneider, a two-way forward. Okay, that's how the draft went. And I don't even care about, anything. There is the GOAT, Paul Shinsnig here. But, I mean, we have no scouting. I'm just going to say it right now. This is so obvious. I don't know if this guy's a sniper, but the fact that he's put up more assists 3 straight years, the fact that it says magic hands, puck protection, his puck skills is A+. Oh my, there's no way this guy's not a playmaker or like a power forward or a two-way forward or something. So with the 10th overall pick in the 2027 draft, the Calgary Flames will be selecting out of the Lethbridge Hurricanes and the WHL Titan Lafreniere, and he is a playmaker, 79 overall. This is our guy, Whit Stutzel. This is our guy. My goodness, now that we made that selection, this becomes more clear. Why the hell would I do that trade? Well, we have 3 snipers. We have Leo Stutzel, who is going to be our first-line sniper. We have Terrence DeMello, who is going to be probably our 3rd-line sniper, maybe 2nd line. And then Matt Coronado, probably our 2nd line, our 1st-line sniper. Well, Matt Coronado's offensive awareness is 99. Are you joking me? What the hell just happened? Is that how Zeri's overall is so high as well? No, he's an 89. Okay, Connor Zeri is absolutely nasty, by the way. The future, if we look at our team, we have Zeri, Lafreniere, Honzek down the middle. Sharon Govich can play the wing, or you can get traded. For the wing in the future, we have Stutzel, DeMello, Huberdeau on the left side. We have Quincy, Basha, Morin. We'll see if these guys pan out. On the right side, we have Coronado, and that's it. But, I mean, Sharon Govich is also a right winger, so that's pretty good. On defense, we have Zane Parekh, we have Uyghur. Zane Parekh is high elite, by the way. Mackenzie Uyghur, I don't know, we'll see if we want to trade him or not. Same with Huberdeau. I don't know when Huberdeau's contract comes up, but we have Byram and Parekh there. We have Haynes, we have Ball, we have this guy. So we have like 6 players we can count on in the future. If we trade Uyghur, we can definitely get a player back. Same with Dag. We have a ton of trading assets. This team's in a great spot. Kraken have 27 and 38. I think we're going to try and move up in the draft using Gridden. I don't think this is going to work. I mean, it's very tough because, we don't actually have that much that we're giving them. We're kind of giving them, pretty trash stuff. So I don't think they'll say yes. Here we go. Here's the first round of the draft. After our pick of Lafreniere, Shinsnig goes to Islanders. Another elite, another elite, another elite. Okay, top 6, another elite though. Top 4 high, another elite at 18, another elite. I told you, this draft was absolutely stacked. There's a franchise low 80 overall. Of course, he's going to Vegas out of all teams. There's an elite going to Dallas, another one of the cheater teams. Oh my god, this draft is absolutely stacked. There's a 78 elite low there. What is going on? This might be the greatest draft in NHL history. This might be the longest video of this series. We have gone way too far, but we're going to take Gillies here. What's his name? Aiden Gillies out of the US East. I know he's not going to play for us because he's a college kid and he's going to want out, but we have to take this risk. Johnny Gaudreau, we're doing this for you. Maybe he's from Boston College. Maybe he's the next Johnny Hockey. I swear I didn't even do this on purpose. We're just getting our picks gifted to us. Another elite low from out east, but this is a Canadian kid, Raphael Bode from Rimouski. Maybe the next Sidney Crosby. Welcome to the squad, buddy. This is an insane draft class. We got 3 elite centermen, literally 3 elite centermen. I think this was the best draft class we have ever had. I don't think we had a single miss. I love this draft. I think this is going to change the franchise. No glaze. There is some absolutely massive deals to give out here. No, I'm just capping. But, I mean, we have Lafreniere. He's going to sign the contract. Visoskis, Larry from US, he's going to sign the contract. Maybe the first American player to ever want to play in Calgary. And then also we have Zachary Morin here. We ain't letting a franchise player go to free agency. He's signing. Key for sure. What do you want? Too much money, get out of here. Christian Fisher, you want too much money, get out of here. And the rest, we'll see if you guys sign or not. And if you don't, you're out of here. We have any big extensions? Okay, we have Zane Parekh here, we have Kevin Ball, we have Terrence DeMello, my bad, we have Joel Farabee, who Ball and Farabee do not want to stay. That is very interesting. Obviously can't extend Dustin Wolf. What does Zane Parekh want? Oh my god, 20 million. Oh, is getting the first big deal of this series, 8x8. Zane Parekh is going to be on this team for 8 more years, hopefully. If he signs that, he probably will. He wants to stay here. Terrence DeMello, I think this is also worth it as well. DeMello, 3.5 for 8 years. Honestly, this might be kind of stupid to do 8 years with Terrence DeMello, but like at the same time, that would be absolutely sick. Our boy Karen's here, who won the Sportsmanship Award. You're gonna get a 3-year extension at $900K to play in our AHL team, buddy. And for the first time, maybe in franchise history, there are a bunch of really good players that, I mean, they're not superstars, but there's a bunch of impact players that want to sign with us, so we have to make a big splash here. Want to re-sign at all. And I mean, Kevin Ball, he's been incredible for us. He's been a plus player, but he doesn't want to re-sign, which kind of hurts. And he's going to be a 3rd-line player probably when we head into the future. And I mean, I want him to succeed. Joel Farabee as well, you know, he's perfect on our 3rd line, but at the same time, these guys really don't want to be here. I don't want an extension. It's another thing for your organizational interest bar to be so low that like there's literally no way unless I overpay to the max bar. Daxon Rudolph is a guy who's from this area. He's 19. He has elite medium potential. He just put up 52 points, a plus 24 in the dub. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this would be insane if we can turn these 2 guys into an elite prospect like Daxon Rudolph. Oh my god, that would be absolutely insane. We'll see if this trade goes through. It is obviously rejected. That makes so much sense. I just added a 3rd and a 5th and they just accepted. Now, I do think it is a kind of a fair trade if this were to happen in real life. We retain half the salary on Farabee and Ball, and we give up 2 draft picks for a guy who has a ton of potential, but he just regressed in his draft year +1. I mean, I don't know, maybe that was unrealistic. 2 guys, they wanted those 2 draft picks. They accepted the trade, you know what I'm saying? And there's way more cheesy trades out there, you know what I'm saying? So we will take that trade. Now for defensive prospects, we have Zane Parekh, we have Bowen Byram, we have Haynes, we have Hunter, and then we also have Daxon Rudolph and Henry Muse now, guys. And I think Pavel Zacha is the obvious first choice. He's the best player, 87 overall. He's an 87 overall who wants to come to this team for $6 million. Now, this contract's going to look bad at the end of it. Honestly, we could bring it down to 5. I'm willing to pay, you know, the extra 250K, maybe add in another team on the no trade clause. I don't know if we can get it down to 4 though. I'm going to do this 4 years at $6.5 million and 50% team trade list. I'm willing to offer this to Pavel Zacha, and oh my god, he accepted right away. Damn, this boy really wanted to join our team. That is a massive free agent pickup. Didn't have a power forward, so he brings something that not a lot of players on this team have. You know, he's a very physical big body who can skate, he can shoot, he can basically do it all. He's basically a two-way forward, playmaking power forward, which is insane. But look at this center depth now that we have. 4 of these guys can play the wing. I'm really liking what we're starting to build here in Calgary. Defenseman, we need defense bad. Adam Pelech is on the block. I think him and Zane Parekh or him and Uyghur, one of those two pairings would be absolutely nasty. We could also go for a right shot. But I mean, these are the 2 best options, him and Brody. You might ask, you know, why don't you just go sign a player in free agent? There's only one player who can play in the top 4 that's interested in us, and Sam Girard wants $11 million. So I think I'm willing to do this trade. We're going to see if a second and a prospect can get us Adam Pelech, and that trade is rejected. We're going to go to the Wild, go to Jonas Brodin, and see if this trade will go through for Jonas Brodin. Come on, Minnesota. You know you want to accept. Damn, bro. Added in another prospect, and the New York Islanders have accepted. Adam Pelech is now a member of the Calgary Flames for 2 more years at a very cheap $5.75 million. This is insane. This we did. We brought in TVR. We offered Zane Parekh an extension. We traded for Adam Pelech, right? And then on the forward core, right, we brought in Pavel Zacha, $6.5 million over 4 years. We extended DeMello if he accepts. We brought in Noah Cates for 1 year, and then we drafted Lafreniere. I really like how this offseason went. It's Zane Parekh accept to stay in Calgary for 8 years. He enthusiastically accepted our trade offer. Zane Parekh is going to be here for the next 8 years at $8 million with the cap rising. This is an absolute steal. Terrence DeMello also here for the next 8 years. So you have Bowen Byram here for the next 7. You have Terrence DeMello and Zane Parekh here for the next 8. Hopefully we can lock up Dustin Wolf to that $8 million, and we can sign Quinn Hughes. I'm not going to do that because that's so unrealistic. But I can sign Quinn Hughes. That is crazy. All these players obviously all of a sudden want to come to Calgary. Nah, bro, you literally didn't want to come here in the first place. Get out of here. Sorry boys, I went on a bit of a rant there. This video is absolutely cooked. Lehkonen signs with the Stars, one of the cheater teams. No tax, of course. Sam Girard goes to Washington on 9.6 over 3. Yeah, hell no, I'm not paying him that. Patty Laine goes to Utah. Lekermacki stays, obviously. Michael Matheson, another one of the cheater teams, he goes there. Filipino to the Kings. Morgan Geekie to the Jets. I think it's important to look at this because we are so far in the future. Did Jacob Fowler move? No, but Thatcher Demko did. Forgot about this. We have to set a new captain this year. This team, I'm really liking the look of it. In my opinion, we are going to be an absolute good team this year. I was gonna say juggernaut, but that's cap. But we need to name a new captain of the Calgary Flames now that Nazem Kadri's gone, Michael Backlund's gone. But we're gonna do that in the next episode. So find out who our new captains are gonna be in the next episode.